People imprisoned at Auschwitz defied the Nazis through remarkable acts of resistance, which were sometimes armed. Organized clandestine activity took place at Auschwitz from the very beginning of its operation. Initially, it was conducted by Polish political prisoners. One of its founders was Witold Pilecki, the so-called volunteer for Auschwitz. He deliberately allowed himself to be captured during a street roundup in Warsaw in September 1940 in order to reach Auschwitz so that he could inform his superiors about conditions there and found the clandestine organization. In October 1944, Jewish prisoners at Auschwitz launched another major uprising, successfully blowing up a crematorium and confronting SS guards. These prisoners, known as Sonderkommandos, were forced to dispose of bodies from the gas chambers. They knew their own deaths were imminent. For months, young Jewish women workers had been smuggling small packets of gunpowder out of the Weichsel Union Metalwerke ammunitions factory in an industrial area between the main camp of Auschwitz I and Auschwitz II. The plan was to destroy the gas chambers and crematoria and launch an uprising. Sonderkommandos managed to kill 3 and injure about a dozen of the SS and Kapos. Some of the Sonderkommando escaped from the camp, but most were recaptured later the same day. Though the uprising was crushed, it became a symbol of courage and defiance against the unimaginable cruelty of the Nazis. As the Soviet army advanced in the second half of 1944, the Nazis evacuated 58,000 prisoners, forcing them on death marches. Prisoners were marched to train stations, often a long way, transported for days at a time without food in freight trains, then forced to march again to a new camp. Those who lagged behind or fell were shot. Approximately 15,000 perished during these marches, but some survived to bear witness to the horrors they endured. On January 27, 1945, the Soviet army liberated Auschwitz, uncovering the full scale of the atrocities committed there. They found 7,000 emaciated prisoners still alive, surrounded by evidence of mass murder and unspeakable cruelty. The liberation of Auschwitz marked the end of one of history's darkest chapters, but the responsibility to remember remains.